You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. Well, I ain't evil. I'm just good looking.
No, you're not.
You guys need more?
That's it. You're not giving us more?
Started a fire, baby start cooking. I'm a hungry man, but I don't want pizza. I'll blow down your house and then I'm gonna eat you.
That's Damn it.
Haven't had anybody guess any one of these yet. I mean, this is a big one, but
it's is that like Be My Frankenstein by what's his face there? Alice Cooper?
Yes. All right.
Yeah, baby.
All right. That's Sean, number one. What's up, guys? CigarNoise Boys. Joined by Sean this week. I'm Dom. Tyler is here as usual.
Yo.
What's up? Happy to be on the show. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah.
This is looking forward to it. I've been listening to the podcast for the last few weeks, and man, they're awesome. You guys are killing it.
Thanks. They're
Thank you.
They're blasted do. And Tyler, this week you might be more quiet than I am. Right? Because you're low and
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working a lot, which is good because I want to buy a duplex. Yeah, duplex.
Yeah, you just Tyler walked me through his last 48 hours, man. It's crazy how much you're working, homie.
Yeah, double time. That's the key. That's why I'm doing it, because I get paid double time.
There you go.
5 bucks of Atabase.
Yeah, one box of Atabase for the 88 hours I've worked the last three days. So Sean, I have a couple questions for you. I haven't really talked to you much about anything. So recently I've changed my Instagram handle for the 100th time.
Yeah.
I just thought it looked cheesy just having my name on there, and so my first question to you is, do you retrohale, and if so, how often?
That's a great question, and people fucking bust me all the time for that. I don't actually retrohale a lot, because I look like an idiot when I do it. Because I do it so infrequently, it's like taking, being like a 16-year-old taking your first hit off of a joint. Like I'm coughing and hacking and yeah. So like Rich, Crazy Canuck, anytime we smoke together, he makes me retrohale just so he can laugh his ass off at me. So yeah, I'm not not big on the retrohale.
For me, I would say I retrohale probably freaking every other puff, and I think I touched on it a little bit last podcast about that nose surgery I had. So my palate's a little off. So to get the most flavors I can get to, I retrohale a lot. My second question is, I've mentioned it before on the pod that you did our logo, which I think looks fucking awesome.
Oh, thanks.
What's funny is Dom asked me, he's like, "Hey, I need some Tyler. I need some pictures of your mug.
I need some Tyler.
I need some pictures of you." And I'm like, he's like, "I need a plain background." And I'm like, "Okay, this is fucking awkward." So for me, how awkward was it for you to get a picture of me in a white tee, just making all these weird faces? Because it was pretty awkward for me to take those. Was it awkward for you to receive those?
Yeah, well, I asked for them, so I knew they were coming, but it's always funny to me because I do a little bit of design stuff on the side just because I like doing it, and whenever I do have to get people to take send me a headshot and then send straight on camera, looking right, looking left, it is funny sometimes what people will send. So I was prepared, but yeah, it was it was a good one.
Well, Tyler, you sent me 20 pictures.
Yeah.
I did. Well, here's the thing.
You sent fronts and then both side profiles, making 4 different faces for each. What am I gonna do with all that?
And I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I didn't go back through them because I was so it was so awkward, embarrassing. I just took a bunch and just sent them. I fired them off.
Yeah, you can tell you don't selfie a lot.
No. And when I do, Dom tags sexy cigar guys on there, and then they rate it, and they tell me how gay I look.
Cigar guys, man, they're all over it.
You added what, like bunny ears and a nose or something? What on earth?
You told me I don't post enough on the gram.
Ate my words quickly after that.
See, I love doing cigar selfies just because I know it pisses people off. And they're like, "Why the fuck is he doing that?" I do it all the time.
I'm gonna follow you. Speaking of cigar selfies, Tyler, if you have any more questions, I'm gonna take a little segue from there.
Yeah, go ahead.
New segment, Instagram cigar picture of the week. So get out your phones, everybody.
All right.
Username Hoodrats.
This is starting off great.
Underscore
Hoodrats.
The letter
underscore.
N. Underscore Hood Cats.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's a lot.
This guy it's a selfie. He's wearing a black ski mask. He's got a cigar, a gun, and he's got a cat on his shoulders.
I think that's the perfect picture.
Yeah, I think that's the one of the week.
You win, man.
Yeah.
Whoever you are.
So listeners,
who is this dude?
I don't know, man. I was looking under the hashtag cigar and I saw that and I had to take a closer look.
I think I might have to start a new account.
Yeah, no cat was harmed in the making of this post. I like to hear that.
I'm gonna have to go balaclava 2 cigars for my next one.
Dude, this guy is a must follow. Hood Rats and Hood Cats. This is a must follow account.
Definitely quality posts.
Do you like let me ask you, so like if you come across those, do you actually follow them for any length of time, or do you just kind of bail on them after a bit?
I sometimes will follow and bail. Just because it can only be funny for so long until it's just too weird. That's how I'm with Cigar Babes too. Like if it's not just a sister of the leaf who actually knows what she's talking about and it's more for the picture. Some of those I find hilarious, but they can get.
Yeah, I'm not big into that. I'm I mean, if they know what they're talking about, happy to follow them.
Yeah.
It's just if it's just to get likes and they're only adding you to fucking drop you a second later, like I've got too much of that in my life. I don't need it on Instagram.
I think it's funny. Like what I'll do is I go through my following list every 3 or 4 months, and if you haven't posted anything in 6 months, I'm not gonna follow you anymore. But it's like it's not it's post something or don't hey, I appreciate you following me, but I'll follow you back, no problem, but just post something every once in a while,
Let me ask you this: do you have any other like little rules that you have for like purging or following someone like?
Ooh.
I'm turning tables.
Non-cigar community, I do. Like if people just go on political rants all the time. I'm not really on Facebook, but I'm not into that. And Twitter too.
No.
Twitter's hilarious for memes. I love it for that reason, but I don't want to just see angry people all the time.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Well, you, Tyler?
I usually just unfollow. Like if you're on Facebook, I just won't follow what you're posting. But Instagram, like the only rules I have is, look, if I met you before and I'm following you and you're not, you can't give me the common courtesy to follow me back.
Yeah.
I usually will unfollow you because it's like, dude, it's like, okay, whatever, but like we've met at the trade show, we've met at a different type of show, or it's like, dude, you can, it's not that hard, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, just if you post stuff, I want to follow you, and if you follow me, I'll follow you back, no problem. But
I always get weirded out when someone like out of the blue you might have just met asks like, hey, what's your Facebook, or hey, what's your like Instagram? I don't mind, but like Facebook is, for me, it's like Instagram's for everybody, and my Facebook is for my friends and family and stuff like that. And when someone like fucking rando, that I meet at a conference or at an event or something, like, hey, show me your Facebook. Let's see if we have any mutual friends. I'm like, no, dude, like I'm not doing that.
Well, the best is, oh, hey, what's your LinkedIn? Let's connect.
It was funny. I had a conversation with a guy at work. So there's like, I work at the airport, and there's 100 of us who have the same kind of job. And this new hire just like requested somebody, and one of the senior guys, and he's like, he's like, Tyler, do you accept everybody who follows you? I'm like, no. It's like, I was telling him about like with the cigar industry, like I get a lot of old people sending me friend requests on Facebook, and it's like I have to meet you. It's like when I'm like, if somebody comes to the
like,
shop
are you a
and they're
training chaser or?
I don't know, but no, I don't know what it is. But like, if I meet somebody at the shop who's out of town, and we hit it off, we're talking about cigars. I say, hey, are you on Instagram? And then I'll follow them on Instagram because that's more.
Yeah.
It's not my personal life where I'm talking about, personal shit. Like that's what my Facebook's for. Even though I do have quite a bit of cigar friends on Facebook, I usually accept 95% of it. But yeah, I give people the Instagram. Hey, follow me on Instagram. And then that way, and then from there, this sounds freaking weird, but from there, and then if you want to send me a friend request, I'll accept it. But Facebook's more personal, where Instagram's more social. So
do you love kind of keeping people in purgatory on Facebook? I love it.
I love it too. Yeah.
You just let it sit. You don't decline it. You just let it sit there.
I've got to have at least like 20 of those. Oh, I'm talking to myself.
Hey, why haven't they accepted it?
I have several people. Oh yeah, I don't know. I thought you were taking a huge puff off your cigar. That's how like long you froze for. I have people at work who have been on my friend request for a year, and it's like I don't talk to you. So, and yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a slippery slope.
What about you, Sean? Do you have any rules with unfollows or follows on Instagram?
I guess first, before like if someone like goes to add me and I look at I'll look at their page first, and I'll be like, why would this person follow me? Like, do they at least share an interest or something like that? And then I'll look at like their followed versus follower count, and if it's like 3,000 followers and 200 following, it's like, fuck that. I'm not, no thanks. Because they're just gonna, once they don't see that you like didn't follow them, they're just gonna drop you anyway. So
late night follows are the worst. Because I don't know if you guys ever look at #cigar on Instagram, but at nighttime you get like 30 posts back to back from the same accounts.
Oh, wow.
Usually it'll be like, I think it's Trip Whiskey or something. Always post a bottle of whiskey and a cigar. But last night it was just a bunch of like another cigar babe, but it wasn't an actual woman doing it. It was just a guy reposting all these women smoking cigars as like a sexy cigar page. Kills it for the rest. Speaking of women who actually know what they're talking about though in the industry, Blossom Smokes.
Oh yeah,
she's on the Lounge Experience podcast. She just gave us a follow, so we're following her back.
Nice.
Yeah, I only really listen to like 3 podcasts. I listen to that one, I listen to you guys, and I listen to Sultans, and that's pretty much it. Every now and then I'll listen to the Hot Ticket guys. They're pretty funny, but those are kind of like my top 3 podcasts that I listen to.
Nice.
Yeah, I listened to the one Hot Ticket where they're making fun of the Tommy Z Man. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Like if you give yourself your own nickname, that was pretty funny. And then I did listen. I did listen to the Lounge Experience yesterday at work. Yesterday. They did an interview with Indiana Ortez, and then they were talking about members' lounges. So, I like their podcast a lot. And then some other ones I like the Cigar Coop. I mean, that's a really good one. And there's a newer one called How About That Cigar. I've been listening to that. They did an interview with Pete Johnson.
Oh, cool.
Is the host Western or is from the South? How about that cigar? Because that would be
they're from Minneapolis.
Oh, never mind. Missed opportunity.
Yep.
Okay, starting off with an analogy. First analogy of the night. Since it's October, I'm trying to keep everything Halloween themed. So, Sean, you're on the spot first.
Okay.
Pumpkin seeds. I don't know if you like them or not, but if pumpkin seeds were a cigar, what cigar would they be? And why? Okay.
Pumpkin seeds as a cigar would be for me. That's a good one. That's a tough one. I don't know. I can't remember which cigar it was, but it was something from PDR. And it had like I I don't know, like when I lit it up, it was fine off the hop, and then it just, I don't know, like it bled too much like tobacco juice. So it kind of had that slimy kind of pumpkin seedy like feel to it, like mouth feel. So I think sorry PDR, but yeah, that would be the cigar for me. I can't remember which one it was from their line, but yeah, it was.
Pull the cigar out of your mouth and you got a nice little string of saliva all the way across.
Yeah, well, not only that, but it was like all over my fingers and shit, like the juice. Like it was crazy how much it bled. It was gross. That would be mine.
You have your mascara starting to drip down. You got saliva.
It was running.
That's not.
I was getting ready to be toasting pig's blood at the the big dance. It was gross. It was my Carrie moment to tie it back into your Halloween theme.
What about you, Tyler?
Okay, so for me, when I buy a pumpkin, I'm not buying a pumpkin to get the seeds. So when I buy a pumpkin, it's the seeds are a byproduct of me wanting to carve the pumpkin.
Right.
So the seed part to me would be like the Drew Estate factory smokes. Drew Estate, the good stuff, the Liga Privada, the Underground.
Silence. Just talking to myself. Connection lost? Okay, Tyler.
Just like I will never eat pumpkin.
Tyler, the last 10 seconds. Robot Tyler. Robot Tyler, you there?
Yeah, you froze.
Well, by the way, I'm recording at the lounge again. It's all my fault.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Bad Wi-Fi lounge?
Yep. I could just sing for an hour. Extemporize. Tyler, you with us?
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I should turn my video off to help you out. And you know what you deserve for.
Is my video on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
I don't turn it off, maybe. But for you doing it at the lounge with your shitty Wi-Fi, grab that squirt bottle and spray yourself in the eyes. Hopefully, there's bleach in it. You deserve that.
Yeah.
The bleach squirt of the night. What's yours, Dom? What's your analogy for that?
I would go with Aquitaine. So completely different than what Tyler would say. Aquitaine by Romacraft, because I love pumpkin seeds, but with my experience, I would eat too much and it would constipate me. So an Aquitaine, great smoke, but I can't have more than one or it's going to screw me up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite Romacraft, actually, is Aquitaine.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Behind the Neanderthal. What are you guys all smoking? I'll start first. I'm doing the Romacraft Intemperance EC, the Ecuadorian Connecticut, the 5x56 size. I use a really shitty cutter that's in the office. I guess that's why it's in the acid box. It's broke, but it really chopped up the fucking cap on here. But it's a nice Connecticut.
Nice. I'll go. I've got the Saka's Sin Compromiso. I don't know if I said that right. I never fucking get cigar names right. But this was gifted to me by Dom, so I thought it'd be appropriate to smoke it tonight.
And to round third, I'm also smoking an Intemperance Whiskey Rebellion.
Nice.
The smallest Vitola, because that was under $10. I just finished the Buenaventura. That was the size of my pinky. I don't know what Vitola that is, but it's tough.
Dom, how's your $10 or less smoke month going?
It's rough. Depends what shop, because I've gone to 3 shops and each have a different amount of cigars under $10, which is nice to get that selection. But I just found yesterday, because I was watching Thursday Night Football, and I burnt out my palate on cheap sticks. So what's been the top of the 10? What's been bottom of the 10? Top of the 10, I'll say. What is that? The My Father Opulencia.
Okay.
I smoked one of those, loved it. The second one wasn't as good though. So I might have to try a third before the month's out to see how I feel about it. Then I did that poll actually on our story, the Connecticut or Broadleaf Charter Oak.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna slide up next another Charter Oak Broadleaf, because that first few lights.
Yeah.
First few lights with that closed foot, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong with either of those, to be honest. I mean, for the price you pay, they're really good smokes.
Agreed.
Dom, you were busting my balls that I wasn't doing it with you. I am doing it with you, the under $10, because every cigar I smoke, with my discount, every cigar is under $10.
And you don't even have to pay California prices.
If it was get a lot of free ones. Canada, you'd have to do cigars under 30.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck that.
So,
and then you'd only be smoking Drew Estate and Alec Bradley's.
Also, with my Sober October, I've been drinking this ungodly mix of carrot juice, which also has turmeric and ginger, mixed with some prune juice for the bowels, and then some apple cider vinegar.
So you are a squirter.
It's Halloween themed, and I gotta sip on something other than water every once in a while.
Yeah, well, you picked a doozy.
It's my guilty pleasure. Sean, you drinking anything?
Nothing fun. Just some Perrier. You know.
Yeah.
This is only my. I think it's my third turn with this cigar, so I kind of wanted to not really have anything that would disrupt the flavors.
Sean, wasn't it Canadian Thanksgiving this week?
Yeah, last weekend it was Canadian Thanksgiving.
So why is it a different day than American?
It's that Canadian thing where we want to do things, earlier and better, and I don't know. I don't know why it's that weekend. I've never actually ever looked into it. I'm just happy that it happens because we get an extra day off of work for the week, so we get the holiday Monday, so it's good. Yeah, it was nice weather.
Tyler, did you ever get Columbus Day off when you were a kid at school?
You mean Indigenous Peoples Day?
No, I mean Columbus Day.
Like the director of Harry Potter. I don't remember.
1492 Productions.
Yeah, I was pretty stoned. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. I'll do you in the bottom when you're drinking sangria, nachos, and lemon heads on my dad's boat. You won't go down because my dick can float. Step Brothers. Mayflower bitches.
We actually have a huge event on our campus every year. We have Catalina wine mixer night at our bar. It's insane, man. It's crazy.
Fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Pow!
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I don't get Columbus Day off here. I just was curious.
Yeah, but you guys get a good long weekend for your Thanksgiving, don't you? Because you got isn't there like a Black Friday in there somewhere? Or, I don't know.
Yeah, we get the Friday off as well. So 4-day weekend, nice. I'm kind of upset though this year for Easter. I get spring break the week before Easter, so I have to come back. I can't because I like to go visit my family, drink a little bit, and usually spend the night. But I can't do that this year.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you had the whole summer off. I mean, why don't they just give you, spring off and, Christmas off? And see, I work at the airport where we're open every day, 24 hours a day. Bags fly free.
Yeah, well, the excuse is that teachers do a year's worth of work in only 10 months. At least that's the excuse I've heard.
That's part of the union code for teachers. That's what you guys get taught right off the hop.
Nice.
You guys work 24/7, 24 hours a week, 7 months a year.
That's a good one. So, question: what is the creepiest of crawlies for you guys?
Oh.
Like, what bug do you dislike the most? Tyler, you want to go first?
Centipedes, man. They got all those legs and no shoes, man. Those things are creepy.
Spiders for me, man. I can't. I hate spiders. Big, small, doesn't matter. I scream like a girl. I was on a herf last week, and one started I just kind of caught one out of the corner of my eye, crawling onto my shoulder, and I fucking jumped up and was screaming. All the boys were laughing their asses off at me. But it can't handle all the boys. Yeah.
Dom, remember when we were testing out our podcast and we had the bees by me and we had to stop recording because the bees were attacking me?
Yeah, no, that is a thing. When I'm smoking outside in spring or summer, bees are attracted to the smoke.
They love it. It's what gets them high, man.
I figured that out actually when I did one of the first videos for Dave for CigarNoise Weekly.
Okay.
It was the one I did in my car. So I was trying out this product to see if it made the smoke smell go away. And I had to roll up my window while I was smoking because I had these bees trying to get in the car.
Yeah, we're like where my main smoking area is. It's right on the edge of woods, and there's always wasps and stuff around in the summertime. And yeah, as soon as I start lighting up, man, they come around in droves. They love that smoke. So I can't really hate on them too much for liking the smoke, but you don't want to get stung.
Yeah. My least favorite, creepy crawly, praying mantises.
Oh yeah.
Always, I mean, they're freaking aliens. Their head will turn and follow you.
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
Yeah, they're pretty creepy too.
Also, there was just this book when I was a kid in the library, and it had a picture of one, and they didn't have anything around it for scale, but it seriously looked like it was a foot long, and it had like this fat abdomen. Not a fan.
Also, ice cream men. Hate those fucking guys.
Do you have a least favorite ice cream man song?
Song?
Like the ones that play like We Three Kings throughout the year?
No, but it's just those creepy bells, man. Ding, 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 ding. It just freaks me out. I don't like it. I don't know if they're on a work release. I don't know, if they've, they have a bunch of murdered bodies in their coolers. Like, just not a fan.
Have you seen Legion?
Yeah.
They have the guy comes out of the ice cream truck and he starts crawling on all fours, like his arms and legs are super elongated. It's pretty creepy.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was a comic book Spawn. Have you guys ever? I don't know. I'm a comic book nerd too, and very early in the series of Spawn, there was like this killer ice cream guy. It was awful, creepy.
Oh boy.
Business idea: ice cream truck, but with like rock and roll or rap blasting. But you still have like play it on a keyboard or something.
You gotta put 3-6 Mafia.
Or you can play Van Halen's Ice Cream Man.
I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by.
Don't know that song.
There you go.
All my flavors guaranteed to satisfy.
Now, Dom, you got a Dallas Cowboys hat on. Are you a Cowboys fan?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Proud of it.
You and Eric.
Hey.
Them boys.
Yep. Yeah, he texted me a few times during the game. But
like when they lost last week, you mean?
They're tied for first in the division, and they're going to beat the Eagles this week. So I'm
that's okay. I'm a Vikings fan. They can beat the Eagles.
Hey, so we're all in the CigarNoise Boys.
It's true.
Fantasy League.
Yep.
Somebody who is Southern. What's his name?
Refined Southerner.
Yeah.
True.
You know him?
Yeah.
He had Christian McCaffrey and the Patriots defense, and he dropped Christian McCaffrey because it's his bye week.
I know. And then it was a frenzy.
And I wasn't even first on waiver priority, but I picked him up. Now I look like I've been dealing shady deals, some collusion going on because I'm the.
Yeah, I was shocked when I was looking at the just going through regular drop and pickups for bye week, and I saw him there, and I had I clicked off of it, and then I went back because I was like, did I just see that? Like, I was shocked.
There were only 3 of us that put in waiver claims for him.
Is that it?
Yeah, I guess, Tyler, you're not paying attention to the league.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, you pay a lot of attention. I pay this less than 0% attention, and we have the same record. What does that say about you?
All that matters is playoffs.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get in the playoffs. That's it.
Yep.
You have no chance of making it down.
Well, a few things. First of all, I'm going to win. It's going to happen. But also, I was kind of hoping I would lose. So because I have all these cigars that I wanted to get out. I don't have a giant humidor. I just have them in a Boveda bag with large packs in there from IPCPR. But now I'm going to win, so I'm going to have to buy a giant humidor.
Who's Miami made? Is that Oliver?
Say it again?
Who's Miami made? Is that Oliver?
No, I think that's Tyler's friend.
Oh, okay.
Tyler?
Man,
oh yeah, it's my buddy Ace. He's won like 2 or 3 years in a row at the other shop I worked at, or not in a row, but over the time. He's really good at fantasy. He was in the Romacraft one, almost made it to the championship one last year.
Oh, cool.
He's legitness.
Yeah, no, he's doing awesome.
Wait, Romacraft has a fantasy league?
They did last year, but there's always drama. Like something happened with Danny Vasquez and Jack Tarano, and everybody got butthurt, and but so they let a couple of other people in, and I kind of sponsored my buddy Ace. He's like, if I win, I'll give you a Black Irish. I'm like, all right, then I'll sponsor you.
Yeah. And does that JC Newman one still happen? Because remember we were doing that on CigarNoise TV too.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from them in a while. Yeah.
I'm glad we got this going though, because I've been wanting to do a CigarNoise league for like the last 3 years.
Yeah. Well, because last year we tried and we can only get like 5 people. So it's awesome that we got a full boat this year.
Yep, and Tyler, I'm playing you this week. And I believe I'm like an 80% favorite or something. Yeah, 80%.
We'll see if
good for you.
We'll see if Harambe gets his dicks out or not.
R.I.P. Harambe.
For context,
I'll never forget.
Tyler's name is Dicks Out for Harambe.
Yeah.
People don't forget.
Actually, we never read all the names, so we got some decent puns.
Let's do
Sean, you're Nova Scotia Vikings.
I'm boring. Yeah, I'm boring.
That's all right. We have Gurkha Daddy. That's a good one.
Nice.
Eric's Cowboy Crush. Richie, V-Cut Everything is Crocs and Socks.
Nice.
I think did I beat him? I said something about Crocs and Socks.
Everybody's beat Richie.
Yeah.
He's got
I'm Cockadoodle Sue.
Yeah, and then there's Happy Cheek. That's another one, I think.
Yeah. Who is that?
I don't know what that is, though.
And then my housemate is F. Mansil 95 because he'd never change his name because he sucks.
He's got a good team, too.
Yeah.
I think he beat me last week. I can't remember. Someone beat me last week. Man, Drew Brees went out. He was my QB and then went out like the second or third week. And since then, it's just been a fucking struggle.
Yep.
Well, I had Devontae Adams get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks to suck. Hey, Tyler, we talked about, I think this is 2 or 3 podcasts ago, the Night Watch.
Yes.
So, Small Batch Blind Review just did that. And
I read it.
I hated it. There was zero sweetness in that entire cigar for me.
You hated the review or you hated the cigar?
The cigar, I didn't like it at all.
I don't know what's going on with it, but we're having the same problem at the shop. We went a little heavy on it. We got, for a small shop, I think we have all 4 sizes, 2 boxes of each. I'm hoping with a few more months of rest, it goes out all the time. It makes it really bitter, So now when I first tried that shade grown Corojo Maduro wrapper that they started doing, it was on the Aganorsa special selection, and it was fantastic. Terrence came into town. I smoked 2 of them back to back, like 3 months before the trade show. Like I was one of the first people to smoke it who didn't work for Aganorsa. In fact, most of the reps and brokers hadn't even smoked it, and it was fantastic. So I don't know if it's something to do with that wrapper. They use that wrapper on all 3 of their new releases: the selection, the Night Watch, and that lunatic double perfecto they came out with. Now what I heard is Viaje used it on the TNT and the C4. Those 2 I had no problems with it. It's just that Night Watch, it won't stay lit for me, and
That wrapper is beautiful though. I love the look of it, especially when it's contrasted with the white band and the red. But yeah, construction issues.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get. I mean, I don't know if I don't know. I think with some time it'll get a lot better. But because I really liked it on that first blend they did. Maybe I don't know. Well, I smoked one a couple nights ago again, and I was like, oh, it's good, And then I smoked that small size, and I got about half an inch in, and it went out on me again, and I was focusing on it. It wasn't like I was working and it kept going out. It was just going out on itself. So I don't know. I was going to bring that up too, though.
Sean, what'd you say?
I have no opinion. I have not smoked that cigar.
Sean, you like Black Label stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a Black Label whore.
Have you tried any of the new Dissidents?
No, I've got some coming. Okay. I'm really excited to try Soapbox. I don't know if any of you guys have tried that, or Tyler, was that on your retrohale thing?
Yeah, I did a one puff review of it.
Yeah. How was it?
It was nice. It was very nice, and I like it the best in that big ass size. It's like almost a 7x54, 56.
Damn.
It was really damn good. Yeah. I smoked the Home, which is the barber pole one. It was good. The block is good, but that soapbox in that size. Yeah. Have you guys smoked the original release of those?
No.
From like 5 years ago.
I remember seeing them on Cigar Federation, but I never picked them any up.
Yeah, no, I haven't had, but I've got some coming, so I'm excited to give them a go.
Nice.
I think that was the blind review last week. Was a soapbox.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I want to try them all, but that's the one I'm looking forward to most.
I'm excited for. So we were one of the unlucky 13, even though we did 26 of them this year. So we got quite a bit of the dress boxes of the Chuck and Tiff, and then the non-dress boxes. We haven't opened any up to sell as singles, so I haven't been able to smoke the full size ones. Right. But I can't wait. I can't wait to smoke. The Rich loves. Here you go. There you go, Rich. Rich loves the Tiff, so I can't wait to try that one. And then also we are getting shipped the Baca, the new project from Roma Craft. Yeah, it's a Cameroon wrapper. I smoked one in Nicaragua on Skip's beautiful balcony overlooking the city of Nicaragua or Esteli. Baca's good.
It sounds sweet.
The the Rich thing, the joke, inside joke. Rich commented on our story saying, for topic ideas, he said, "Can Tyler go the entire episode without talking about me?" So he's failed.
How can anyone? I mean,
fair.
You know, he's an absolute Instagram influencer.
I mean, honestly though, if you go to any if you go to any of the hashtags like hashtag Foundation Cigars, hashtag Sereno, hashtag Patina, and look at the popular, he's always at top.
It's because he's popular.
Yep.
He's got clout.
He's got clout. He's got knowledge. He's got looks.
He's retired from his full-time job. He's making money off his pictures now. You heard it here first.
Hey, are either of you tat whores?
I'm starting.
Yes.
Okay, because I went to a shop before this, and they have a good selection. You remember the CQ2s? Tyler, you said this from Mission Pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I went. And I asked, and they laughed at me, like, no, those were sold out the first day. But they have a good selection, so I'm trying to find things that may be rare or that I can't find elsewhere. They had a dress box, and they were selling singles out of it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a chooch move.
I grabbed one.
Yeah. No, we're I'm getting I just got in SNS this year. And I think that's thanks to you, Dom. I think you were the one who nominated me for that. So I'm starting to get into some of their stuff, and I got some MEs coming in the mail.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to those. Crazy Canuck and I are splitting on a box. So yeah, that's so I'm starting to get more and more into those ones. I think I want to try I kind of go on. Do you guys find you go on like you'll focus on a company and then you'll kind of want to smoke a bunch of their stuff just to kind of see the different ranges, different flavors, things like that? That's kind of what happens to me. I'll get stuck on a company and I'll want to just smoke as many of the cigars that they produce, just so I can understand the full flight of what they offer. Does that happen to you guys?
Yes, but if I try the first one and it sucks, I usually just stop there.
Yeah.
When I did that potluck event with Tatuaje back in March, if you go to my Instagram from January to March, almost every cigar was a Tatuaje, Surrogates, or L'Atelier. So I mean, I'm the same way. You know, I'll get a boner about something. Like the shop I work at now, we carry Southern Draw, and the other shop I didn't have Southern Draw. So I've been smoking a lot of that Kudzu 5-year anniversary with the Medio Tiempo wrapper, and then the new Rolls of Sharon, the Desert Rose. And I don't like Torpedoes or Perfectos, and those two only come in that size. So the end of the tweaked blends, and that I've been smoking those like probably 3 or 4 a week for the last month. So I definitely get on a kick with something. Yeah,
I love their Jacob's Ladder. I haven't had the Lancero one. but I've had all the other Vitolas of that. Love them.
You got to try that. Have you tried the Brimstone?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the new one. That will knock your pecker off. That's a good cigar.
Well, that explains it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cold.
I feel like that'd be a bad cigar would do that to me.
No, it's strong. It's a good Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf binder, and 3 Ligeros in the filler. So, and it burns, and it's a double perfecto. All that Ligero, all that broadleaf, and it burns real nice.
Question. So the acronym ROTT.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you guys?
Right off the truck is what I thought it was.
Yes.
Okay, because I've also heard right off the table, like the rolling table.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if that, because I mean that only applies to cigars. You can say right off the truck for anything else. I just didn't know if that was common at all in the cigar world.
I guess you'd have to be somewhere where they were actually rolling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
right of the taint.
Right off the table. Right off the taint. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, butt chug.
Right of the taint, to the right of the taint.
Right of the taint, or right off.
I guess
depending if you're German or not.
It's like a butt luge.
Yeah. Butt chug.
Hey, also on Instagram, you get a lot of pictures, guys holding cigars, and sometimes fingernails are just out of control.
Oh man.
Yeah. So for grooming purposes, do you guys ever get manicures or pedicures?
Well, I get pedicures because I'm diabetic, and when you're diabetic, you gotta take care of your feet. So, but I will say I love them because you get like the foot massage with it. So yeah, I do get the pedicure. I don't do manicures, but I do trim my nails. I don't think about it as much when I'm going to smoke cigars, but I do trim my nails frequently. But that is one of my biggest pet peeves in pictures, man, is like the fucking grimy, just peeled an orange, like thumbnail or like, you know, just got hit by a hammer. I don't know. Yeah, that grosses me out because it's like you're gonna hold something that you're putting in your mouth, and it looks like you didn't wash your hands after you wiped your ass. Like, why would you do that? Why is that cool?
It's like playing basketball on a rainy day. By the way, Sean, that was the correct answer. Manicures, I don't think are necessary. You should be able to maintain your hands, but I get like a pedicure or whatever too, because it's good for your feet.
Yeah, man, you got to take care of your feet.
Dude, ingrown toenails are no joke.
No, they hurt.
Speaking of feet, I worked with a guy.
Yeah,
his brother was a college football player, and this guy was the complete opposite. He was like knock-kneed, pigeon-toed, and clubfoot all rolled in one. Like, he was the most unathletic person I've ever met before in my life. But it was just funny. My supervisor's like, dude, he's clubfoot, knock-kneed, and pigeon-toed all rolled in one. I always laugh at that.
Speaking of feet, Tyler, I went to troll you on our Instagram account. So I looked up cigars and feet to see if there were any posts we could follow.
Oh my!
But it was blocked. It says sensitive content or something, so Instagram wasn't showing anything.
I think there was a couple of cigars and feet pictures on the Sexy Guys.
Yes.
Sexy dudes. They had the feet cigar pics.
Go check them out.
Yeah,
that's your one.
They roasted me. They roasted my selfie of me smoking a cigar, mouth closed, with bunny ears and whiskers.
Wasn't that the Sultans of Smoke that talked about that? Like Danny said, you can take a cigar selfie if your mouth's open. Was that Danny who said that?
I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
It's weird. Cigar selfies are such a weird thing. I do them every now and then. I'm not going to pretend I don't. But there's just some that are so bad. Like that Kenneth Fraun guy. For the love of Jesus, Kenneth Fraun, if you're listening, knock it off.
Is he the one who puts like a collage?
He's the jewelry guy. And he's always like, I don't know, man. It's like, dude, we know what you're doing. Stop.
Sean, if I had your beard, I would do a selfie every day. That's a glorious northern beard.
Thank you, man.
So today is actually National No Beard Day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I put up the National Day on my board every day, and all my students were just like, "You're not celebrating." But I'm going to be doing No Shave November. So right after Halloween, I'm going to do clean shaven and then just not shave for like at least that month, maybe a few months.
So I do. Go ahead. Sorry, Dom.
I was just going to say I did the same thing last year, but some of my students were saying, "Oh, don't do that. You look terrible, clean shaven." It's like, guys, that's how I actually look. Like, you can't say that.
I do. I do Movember every year, so it's to raise money for research for men's health issues, but basically like testicular cancer and prostate cancer, because my dad actually passed away from prostate cancer a number of years ago. So my Movember this year is kind of a reverse one, where I'm not shaving my beard off until I hit $1,500 in donations. So I'm doing a reverse Movember.
Sean, you actually have a fundraising page going, correct?
Yeah.
Talk about where people can find that. Check it out.
I will post the link soon on Instagram. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's for anyone who does want to see me clean shaving, because I had to answer a fuck cancer challenge, and I know you guys saw that video last week. So I shaved my head for a fuck cancer challenge, and I'll post my Movember link real soon. I'm just kind of fixing a couple things on the page, and we'll see if I make it. We do a polar bear dip every year for Movember. We do a bunch. I work on a small university campus here in Nova Scotia, so we usually have a lot of different activities to raise money and awareness for men's health issues, because men suck at taking care of their health, and we gotta get people more on board with looking after themselves
and talking about
absolutely.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just looking on Instagram, we had a few other people chime in with ideas. Exceptional Cigar 229 asked, "How's your 10 and below?" Speaking about my the cigars, it's going.
Oh, I thought he wanted like a top 10 blowjobs you've had. Is that what that is? Maybe.
Hey.
No? I don't think so. I'll have to ask for clarification next time. But yeah, hey, over the hump, past halfway point. Then also we have V-Cut Everything, Richie.
Oh, he's a troublemaker.
He wants some ghost stories. I think he asked the same thing to the Sultans last week.
Okay. Like real life ones?
I assume so, because I'm not a storyteller.
Okay. So I got one, like, and I don't believe in this stuff, but like I can't ignore what happened. Mm-hmm. So, in Nova Scotia, it's one of the, like, in Canada, it's one of the first places that was ever settled. So there's a lot of history that goes back a long, long time. And the town that I grew up in has a lot of old Victorian type homes and things like that. And my wife's aunt lived in this big house, and there had been someone in the house previously a number of years ago that had committed suicide in one of the closets upstairs. And every time you would go up to the top of the stairs, you would just feel like cold, like you would just get cold all of a sudden. And every now and then people had experiences where if you were standing at the top of the stairs with your like back, like you were facing going down the stairs, you would feel like someone like 2 hands on your back trying to push you down the stairs. And I was like, yeah, whatever. That's a bunch of crap. There's different winds in the house could make it cold. Like it's an older house, like there's got to be breezy. And so we were babysitting there one night, and I went to go check on Daphne's cousin, and I was coming back down the stairs, and I swear to God, man, sober as a judge, felt someone double hand me on the back as I was coming down the stairs. It was freaky.
Nope.
Yikes.
Tyler?
So I'm a firm believer that if you like watch horror movie or like The Exorcist or Paranormal Activity, or you talk about ghosts, like you're kind of welcoming them into your house or whatever. So the apartment I live in now, the first like year, there was a lot of strange shit. Like I lived with my brother at the time, and I was walking, we had a big window. It's an apartment, second floor. We had a big window, and I was walking to my apartment, and I look up the window, and the lights are off, but I see this figure pacing in front of this window. I'm like, okay, it's pretty late for my brother to be up. I get in, and there's nobody in the living room where the window was. And I go into my brother's room, and he's dead asleep, and it's like, well, who the fuck was just pacing back and forth in the window? That was pretty creepy. Another time, I had my bed right by my bedroom window, and it was like October, had the window open, and I'm laying there, and then I see, I get a burst of wind come through the window, and it says, it said like, hey, like a voice, like a demonic voice saying, hey. I'm like, that fucking creeped the shit out of me. But just a lot of like, I would hang my clothes up in the entryway after I washed them, and then they'd be moving like somebody walked underneath them, like when I walk through there, and they're still moving, like, a few minutes after I've gone through there. It just felt like somebody was walking through, my doorway. So I ended up burning some sage and telling whatever was there, you're not welcome here. You have to leave. You can't stay here. And that actually worked. I haven't seen anything since, but there was a guy at work who, when he was watching the show when he was a kid, and it said that I was talking about Elvis Presley. So he wanted Elvis Presley, the ghost of him, to be his friend or whatever. And all of a sudden, all this weird shit started happening in it to him. So, because he welcomed the spirit, into his home, and he did the same thing.
His hips start shaking?
No.
Did he start eating peanut butter and Nana sandwiches everywhere?
I don't know that part, but he did the same thing where it's like, all right, you're not welcome here. You have to leave. So I believe that. I believe if you're being haunted or whatever, you just got to tell the spirit or whatever, you're not paying rent. You got to leave, and that's what I did. I was serious because I was getting like, I wouldn't want to be home. And I don't know if I was working overnights at the time. I was working like 11 at night to 7 in the morning. So I don't know if that played a role in it where I was just super tired, but it was fucking creepy-ish. I just had a bad feeling anytime I was home. So, and that hasn't happened since I told whatever was there to leave. And then I looked up some stuff with my apartment building to see if anything weird happened, and it turns out there was a pedophile who lived with his mom and who was older, and they were both murdered by somebody in the same complex. The mom and the son were murdered. So I don't know what the deal was with that. I don't know if that's what was haunting me, was a pedophile and his mom, but yeah, man, I don't like horror movies.
Was he touching you in your naughty places?
Well, hey,
yeah, my naughty places.
Tyler, you said you had that one peek or what was it? Peeping Tom. Maybe that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a different apartment.
Oh, okay.
And he paid that guy.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you, Dom? Any stories?
I don't have anything personally, but my grandmother, I've always been too much of a pansy to ask for the story. But I guess when she was younger, she had some deal with someone who was possessed, and she told her friend to leave, and I guess she just handled it herself. So I'm kind of curious what happened now, but I don't know how to bring that up. Like, hey, Grandma, glad to see you.
Can we get her on the pod?
I don't. She's not into cigars, and she blames my receding hairline on cigars. So,
man, you must really like draw hard.
Yeah. Now it's my students. I tell them when I'm reading their tests, and they clearly haven't studied. I'm just yanking my hair out. Well, let's change topics now. Complete 180. What songs do you have to listen to? Turn up to 11.
Man,
full volume.
There's so many.
I'll go for. Oh wait, yeah, I'll go first. Everlast, What It's Like. Y'all seem damn did it wrong, begging for your change.
You posted that on your story or a post the other day, yeah?
Yeah, because this guy who I'm friends with on Facebook commented that he hates that song. I'm like, and I hadn't heard it in like 10 years or
I hate it too,
like 2
actually.
years.
I'm not
I
a
don't know
fan.
why I like it.
Yeah.
Most of my music I listen to it at 11 anyway, so. But.
Yeah, I have a rule in my car. It's like if you can't handle loud music, then you just get out. I love listening to loud music when I'm driving places, even if it's like 5 minutes to the store or whatever. I always have music cranked. For me, like I'm an 80s kid when I growing up. So like a lot of my favorite bands are, those hard rock bands from the 80s. So like anything really AC/DC I have at 11 all the time. I love that, just that steady driving rock music. There's a band from my area here in Canada called the Trues, and I know you guys probably don't know them, but they have a lot of really good rock songs. And like old school hip hop stuff too, like Public Enemy and just stuff like that. I love listening to music really, really loud.
So kind of a meta moment. When Tyler was talking, there's a commercial on the TV that played the song I was thinking. Baba O'Reilly by The Who.
Oh,
love that.
Love that song.
Yeah, I got to see them live once. It was amazing.
Nice.
Really good. Yeah.
The second one I wrote down was Dazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah.
Zeppelin.
Yeah, any Zeppelin songs too, same kind of thing. Anything that has like a good, and like Rage Against the Machine too. Like I love listening to them like top volume.
A Whole Lot of Love.
Oh yeah.
Black Dog.
Yeah.
Enter Sandman.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not really a country fan, so I don't know any of that music at all.
Good.
I think I'd rather stab myself in the ear with an ice pick than listen to country music, but sorry, country fans. But there's one thing actually, Eric just so for my radio show every week, I like that's why I love doing it, is I get to play some songs that I like. But Eric, BOTL Eman on Instagram, got me into Gangsta Grass. Have you guys listened to that?
Oh no.
Is that like bluegrass, but
with hip hop?
Yeah. No, I've not heard that.
And at first I was like, man, I don't think this is going to be my thing, but I love it. It's great. Now on the opposite side of that, what songs, like if they come on the radio, you're like, oh, I'm turning the channel. What's like songs that you hate to listen to?
Anything by U2.
Okay.
Turn it down.
All right.
For me, Buck Cherry, Crazy Bitch.
Okay.
Another, like Adam Carolla had this thing where what song, same kind of thing. What song would you change if it came on? And he said that for him, it was Hotel California. And if somehow the radio station or the radio stopped working, he would crash the car. That's how much he hates Hotel California by the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are one of those bands where people like either really love them or really hate them.
I like Witchy Woman.
Yeah. There's a couple Eagles songs I like, but I really like watching the music documentaries on Netflix. So I did watch they had like two documentaries on there, but I watched them. For me, and I know this is gonna sound really un-Canadian, but I can't fucking stand Nickelback. And anytime any of their songs come on, I same thing. I just want to crash a car, throat punch myself. I don't know. I can't listen to it. I hate it.
Stick a pencil in your ear.
Yeah. Just make the pain stop.
I can't do Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, we're done, man.
That's a great tune.
Any of that type of rock. Except for Nirvana's good, but anything else that came out after that, just not my thing.
So are you like
love grunge?
Then?
Say it again, Sean.
You know, like Pearl Jam also?
I also hate Pearl Jam.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Who are you?
Can't do
I might
it.
have to wake up.
Fucking love Pearl Jam. I love
one of my top 3 concerts
Alice,
was Pearl Jam.
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains is okay.
Wood. I love that song. Wood. I can't think of any more, but I grew up on grunge. I remember my dad driving us to daycare, and he listened to the, like Filter, like, or like me and my dad will jam out to Hunger Strike, Temple of the Dog, which is half Soundgarden. Yeah. I only know that one song, but like everyone's like, and then for me and my dad have several songs that we like like bond over. One of them is The Who, Eminence Front.
Right.
That's a great song. But then Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike, and then Filter, Hey Man, Nice Shot, and then Rooster from Alice in Chains. That's like a
Rooster.
The Rooster.
Yeah.
Fucking love grunge.
Don't try to snuff the rooster.
You ever listen to Live?
Yep. Lightning crashes. Actually, I don't like Live too much. I'm sorry, but I do like lightning crashes. I don't mind that. But
what about Collective Soul?
No, hard no. Because they were
me either.
They were part of that. They were part of that wave. Like after all the original kind of bands came out, then there was like there was a bunch of bands that tried to be like that, but were so overproduced. Like Pixies. Pixies don't fall into this category, but Pixies are a band that I really like that a lot of people don't know that much about, aside from that one song that was in Fight Club at the very end.
That one, yeah, that's the one I know.
Well, like Radiohead, they came out with Creep, which was like, fit into that grunge, and then they like fucking diss what's the word I'm looking for? They didn't play it again for years, Yeah. And then arguably they came out with the greatest album of the 90s, Paranoid Android, which is a great fucking album. I'm a big fan of Radiohead. Even their newer shit, man. It's weird, it's different. I'm a big Radiohead fan. I would love to see them in concert someday.
Yeah, I never got into them too much, but I don't mind them. Would listen to them, but they weren't one of my top bands. But
I think more or not modern bands. I don't know if that's the right term, but Wolf Mother I like. Band of Skulls. Their first 3 albums were good, but then they kind of got poppy. Then Greta Van Fleet.
Oh my gosh.
That's another one. People love them or they hate them, and I don't quite understand why. I like them.
I've never listened to them. Maybe I should give them a chance. I have a friend who hates them, so I trust his judgment in music. I'll have to listen to them. But we were talking about this at work the other day because my friend, every time, like I was joking saying that I liked Buck Cherry. He's like, "Yeah, I love Crazy Bitch," and I'm like, "Dude, you can't tell we're all joking." So every time I see this guy at work, his name is Adam Bratz, and every time I see him, I get that song just fucking starts playing in my head. And then he also likes Hinder, Lips of an Angel, and we always joke and call him Hinder. So I always call him Hinder. And he's like, "Dude, they had one good song." I'm like, "Incorrect. They had 0 good songs, sir." And so we were just talking shit about all these bands, and this one guy's like, "Man, you guys were getting super close to naming my favorite band, which I have tattooed on my wrist, Chevelle, which I only know like 2 songs by them." But he's like, I was so nervous, you guys. He's a new hire. He's like, I was so nervous you guys were gonna start talking shit, and he's like, I just was just gonna sit in the corner and cover my tattoo and not say anything. It was pretty fucking funny. We were just roasting, and my big joke is, like I always say, you got to choose Cobra Starship or Metro Station, that kind of music. I don't know, I like making fun of music. But the thing is, like, I mostly listen to rap, even the new stuff. I'm a big fan of Travis Scott and Migos, and even though they call it mumble rap, but I will say,
Tyler, have you seen the evolution of hip hop documentaries on Netflix?
No, I should check that out.
And they're really good. They're produced by a Canadian company and a hip hop guy named Shad, who's a Canadian hip hop artist. You should check him out if you like hip hop. He's really good.
Yeah, I got into a little more of the older stuff from the Roma Crap party Skip has in Vegas. He's got a DJ there who plays, they call it boom bop, I think, right, Tom? So, and then I worked with a guy who is in his 50s at the other cigar shop, and he'd play it. So I got really into, right now I'm really into Eric B. and Rakim and some of those other, because I was born in 88, so like my first CD was, which I can't believe my fucking mom bought it for me, was Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die, Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 99 Eternal, and then Tupac, Art of War with Bone Thugs, Tupac, I forgot which one, And then I had the Men in Black soundtrack because I love the Here Comes the Men in Black by Will Smith.
What was your first album, Don?
So I didn't actually get into music until freshman year of high school.
Oh wow!
Like
okay.
I was closed off to everything. Yeah, thanks, Tyler. So my first album, I was homeschooled up to 4th grade.
Okay.
First album that I had was a Beach Boy album. So I'm in California. It's fitting. So
Nice.
I got super into the Beach Boys. Then the Monkees, and then the Beatles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My first cassette was the Goo Goo Dolls.
My first album was Kiss Destroyer, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of my my musical life.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to meet Kiss once. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
The Midgets or the real band?
Oh, the real band.
Nice.
The Midgets.
You're not allowed to say that's not
Don't they have a cover?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I'm pretty sure there's like a pretty famous like Little Kiss or something. I liked what movie was that? Role Models. Sean William Scott's a big fan of Kiss in the movie.
Yeah.
His Love Gun, like I think Love Gun or whatever. He's talking about his penis.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, I like that movie. That was a good one.
Oh shit!
Is there? Let me ask you this: is there like a soundtrack from a movie or something like that you like too? I'm a big music guy, so like I love talking to people about music. Is there like a soundtrack or a moment from a soundtrack in a movie that you like? You always go to?
American Pie, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That music, Third Eye Blind, and I forgot some other. I don't know why, but like,
me too.
I really love that movie, American Pie. That's just a fucking great movie.
Dom?
I like more scores of films. So Lord of the Rings.
The Mission.
I used to actually in college we would play FIFA on big screen and we would turn up the volume all the way so like the whole house is shaking. And I would either put that on or Pirates of the Caribbean, maybe some Dark Knight. If
you like music scores, you should check out this like the music score to a movie called The Mission.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I've heard of it.
It's a De Niro movie, really good movie too, actually. But the music in it is awesome. Yeah.
You guys see Baby Driver?
Oh, go ahead.
You see Baby Driver?
Yeah, I
like how
it.
they used the music as part of the storytelling process. Because when I took college, I went to college for film, digital media, and in my screenwriting class, they said you can't decide on what song to play here because logistically speaking, you just can't do that. And I was upset because when I wrote something, I would have a song that would perfectly complement what I wrote. But I guess that's against the laws unless you're Quentin Tarantino.
Well, but like if you're in film school and stuff like that, like isn't it about not doing what everybody else is doing?
You'd think.
All right.
I'm a big fan of David Fincher, and he uses the guy from Nine Inch Nails. Can't fucking think of his name.
Trent Reznor,
and then he uses Trent Reznor. He does a lot of the scores for like Gone Girl, Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and then I think he also uses Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead. I don't know if that's David Fincher or if that's P.T. Anderson. One of them. No, wait. Who's the guy who did There Will Be Blood?
Isn't that
is it Hans Zimmer?
Brothers? No,
they did No Country for Old Men. I'm pretty sure it's P.T. It's not Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson does those Owen Wilson stuff, but I think it's P.T. Anderson. Yeah. He did Boogie Nights. Oh, that's my number one. Fucking Boogie Nights.
Blues Brothers for me is my favorite soundtrack. If you haven't seen that movie, you got to watch that movie. It's one of the best movies ever.
I haven't seen it.
It got so many musical icons in that movie. Aretha Franklin's in it. James Brown is in it. Cab Calloway is in it. And of course, it's John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd at their best. So it's an awesome movie, great soundtrack.
Nice. I'll have to check that one out.
Hey, shout out to CigarNoise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sponsor. If you're posting Gurkha Picks on CigarNoise. Welcome to CigarNoise, but there aren't really many likes on those photos. I don't think they're getting the hints.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad when people post on there, like cigars like that, because you're just going, ooh. Sorry, bro. Yeah. No one's throwing you a like or a comment on that. I think when I first started smoking cigars and discovered CigarNoise, I think I posted a Don Tomas Classico on there. And you remember Smokey? Smokey's not around anymore, but he's alive. He's just not. He doesn't do anything. But
rest in peace.
He tore my ass up in the comments. And I was like, okay.
See, because I want to troll, but I can't troll people I don't know. I'm not like Brad. I don't have that in me.
Brad.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler. You said you gotta take a poop or something.
I gotta pee, and I was supposed to start working about 25 minutes ago.
Oh.
So.
This is work, right?
Yeah.
Guess that's it.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess we gotta wrap up because Tyler has a small bladder.
And it's we're at an hour and 20 minutes, Tom.
Hey,
wow.
I'm trying to make these things go as long as they want, you know?
Whatever's organic, man.
Yeah.
No GMOs.
Yes, Sean. Thanks again for the logo. It looks great. Yeah. I love the color of Dom's glasses and my shit-eating grin. I think you did a good job. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on. I'm glad we got to talk some music. You know, it was fun. So
yeah,
I really appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the chance to come on, and all the best for the rest of your episodes. And it was a blast.
And sorry I had to reschedule it with my work schedule, but we got to get you back on.
It worked great because it was my 20-year anniversary, and when we first picked the date, I picked the day of the week, and I didn't look at the number, and I was like, oh shit, this is going to be a tough to negotiate. But it kind of worked out.
20 years, congratulations, man.
Thanks. 20 years married, 29 together.
Nice. Wow. So you guys started dating when you were 9 years old?
16, 17.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. Thanks again, Sean.
Yeah.
Tyler, it's I don't know if it's been a pleasure, but get some sleep, man.
I will.
I need some more spunk from you next week.
Dude, this was. I thought I was. Oh, all right. Okay.
All right. Rock and roll, everybody. Saturday for the boys.
Peace.
Yeah!